We are just under 29 hours away from the start of the season, but we start our show today with breaking news out of Philadelphia, where James Harden, who missed the final preseason game on Friday after skipping multiple practices, is still not with the team, with NBA games getting underway in less than 29 hours, as I mentioned. Nick Nurse, he spoke about Harden's absence just moments ago.
I did reach out to him the other day, and he it was just via text. Like I would with anybody, I just seeing how he's doing, see if he's all right, and he did text me back.
Has it given you the sense of, he wants to return and play in games with you guys? And
Didn't get into any of that. Yep, I just was making sure he was okay.
So the text message conversations are flowing, but no clarity there from Nick Nurse as we say hello to our senior insider, Adrian Wojnarowski. Woj, you reported that James Harden is still not with the Sixers. The regular season, it is about to tip off. Is there going to be any clarity? Is he going to be there for the season opener? And if not, what happens next, Woj?
Malika, no, it is unclear whether James Harden, when and if James Harden plans to return to Philadelphia. Now, the organization has taken him at his word that he's away on a personal matter, that there is something that he has to attend to. But how long will they do that is certainly a question. And the possibility now, very much looms that beginning Thursday on opening night against Milwaukee, if at some point here the Sixers want more clarity and a timetable for James Harden to return to this team and start playing, that if they don't get that, they are certainly within their rights to start fining James Harden as much as $390,000 a game for each missed game. Wow. And that comes out of his, $35.6 million salary this season. So certainly the Sixers want James Harden in the lineup. They want him to play. He has wanted a trade. He continues to want a trade. Talks with the Clippers have not progressed. There's not been any traction or anything close on a possible deal. But at this point, Malika, the Sixers are taking James Harden at his word that he has and giving him the ability to have an excused absence. But how much longer they do that remains to be seen. Right.
So right now, this is an excused absence, but we're 4 days away from their season opener against the Milwaukee Bucks. At this point, Adrian Wojnarowski, thank you so much for stopping by NBA Today as we say hello to our Ramona Shelburne, to our Mark Spears. Thank you so much for being with us in studio. Ramona, I want to start with you here. You're plugged in on all things 76ers. What is their path forward here with this uncertainty surrounding James Harden?
I mean, look, they just have to operate as if he's not there because he's not there. And he hasn't done anything competitively since he left the team. I mean, he's working out. But even in camp, he really didn't do much competitively where he's taking contact. And it was like maybe one drill. So even if he comes back.
James Harden just did one drill.
Yeah, where he's taking contact and it's that competitive level of play there. Even if he comes back, let's say there's a game Thursday, they're off on Friday. Saturday is Nick Nurse's return to Toronto. Sunday's the home opener against Portland. There's going to be a huge ramp up that James Harden has to do to get into basketball shape,
right?
Even if he does come back. So we're not anywhere close to him even coming back. We need to plan for him not to be there for quite some time.
And their schedule is certainly not an easy one coming out the gate, as you mentioned. Woj brought up the Clippers, as we also say hi to Kendrick Perkins. This really, though, is a one-team sort of race with the Clippers. I want to get to that in just a second. But, Perk, your sort of reaction to what we're seeing now with James Harden nowhere closer to returning to the 76ers?
As expected. I mean, seriously, as expected. I'm going to keep harping on it. Again, this is on Daryl Morey. Like, at what point are you going to say, just stay home? The fact that Nick Nurse, correct me if I'm wrong, but Nick Nurse did say he reached out to James Harden and he didn't get a response, right, through text message. All right, so that goes to show you right there because James Harden is not beefing with Nick Nurse. Like, Nick Nurse is just he has control over who's in that locker room and and putting guys in position to be successful for the best of the team. Again, you're about to start the season. I will just move on because it's unfair to the rest of the guys, especially your MVP that's in that locker room.
So move on, and right now we know that there's really a one-team market. That's the Clippers. Any closer to any movement there, Mark?
Clippers are chilling. Clippers aren't tripping.
That's what I'd like to do.
They're like, they're just waiting to see when Daryl Morey's going to wave the flag.
Okay.
And the one thing I think James Harden should worry about is what if the Clippers get off to a great start, right? I mean, typically at this point, teams don't change their rosters until January. This is their team. But what if they get off to a good start and they haven't had no major success? It might be hard to, like, make such a major change. What if Russ comes out and Terrence come out and their two stars are healthy? I mean, he might have to do a Damian Lillard and add more teams to the pot.
Well, and by all accounts right now, the Clippers are feeling really good about how their training camp went and about how they are entering this season.